Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to talk about Jenkins manage users and prepare for shutdown. So these are the two options we'll talk in this lecture. So let me go and log into the Jenkins. I'm in that in Jenkins console. Click on that in Jenkins drop down arrow and then manage Jenkins and come all the way down. Here we have a manage users. So manage users, we already talked about that in at the time of a sign up, and these are the users we created like in test user 1 and user 2. We didn't change that in a password for the user 1 and user 2. So we have options to delete that in user, and we can delete that in users if you want that user, which is because this is the in-house users other than the admin whatever we have created. And then let's say like in test user as well. So if you click on that in this red circle button, it will be deleted. If you click on that in this gear button, it will be open the setting. So for after creating the sign up users, there's just so many other setting also we can do it, especially like in API token on credential, email, on view. We can choose it. You can choose the notifications URL. We can change the password. We can set that in SSH public keys and session terminations. Other than that, we can also set that in a setting for search, like in case sensitive and insensitive user defined time zone, and then we can save and apply it. And or you can choose that in a configurations, and you can do that in other setting. Similarly, you can click on the people, and then you'll be able to see that in like in name of the users, and that users like it will be there on that in top screens, whatever we have configured that in users. Then you can also click on that in same users, and you'll do that it will be redirect to that in same screens where we'll have a configure, and that configurations options again it will become in the same screen. So this is that in place where we can manage that in all users. And you can also create a new users, where what we got that in a sign up screens, where we have username, password, confirm password, full name and email address, and and you know so in that is all about in the manage users. Let me go to that in next topic what was it was there. We have a prepare for shutdown. In processes scripts approval also we can generate it if something is there, and for approval and all. So let me go and see that in last options, which is prepare for shutdown. So why these options is needed? Prepare for shutdown. Let's say if you want to do that in any maintenance in Jenkins, especially downloading the plugins, jobs, or like other, then if you click on the prepare for shutdown, it will be not whatever job will be there in the pipeline, it will be only executed. Other than that, it will be not take that. For example, it's stated that the Jenkins is going to be shut down, no further build will be performed. So this is the place of indications where Jenkins will be like not take that in any executions, meaning if you'll schedule that in any jobs as of now, and if Jenkins is trying to run it, so while doing these ones it will not like executed into the build sections. Once that in our download is done and everything is done, then you can cancel these options, and again that in a green flag will be there. So for users, whatever is there, they can easily see that in hey Jenkins is going to be shut down. So there's other operations. So in high level, what we talk about in all lectures, like in manage Jenkins, and in all options, almost we talk about that in either overview and in details. And really, other than that, we don't have anything while writing that in jobs or like in following the process. But these options you have to be in like you have to go through that and understand that in other. If you don't know these, and these are the all options and configurations, then it's a hard for like go and understand that in later. So at least in high level, try to understand it, because in upcoming lectures I'll directly go and say that in config system these are the configurations we have to do. I'll come and do that in direct configurations, straightforward. So that's all about in these lectures. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.